Welcome back. Soap Lake's police chief says the city needs an animal control officer. Police Chief Glenn Quans made the suggestion during a recent council meeting. He said officers responded to 212 animal complaints so far in 2014, compared to 157 last year. The chief said it's time-consuming for the city's 3 officers to deal with the complaints. He proposed a part-time officer paid $10 an hour. The council agreed to discuss the issue, but decided not to take action because the city can't afford the position. iFIBER is looking for a way to cut costs at the city's cemetery. City officials made 2 proposals to trim the roughly $149,000 cemetery budget during the past year and a half. They point out it costs the city more time and money to maintain the cemetery than it does any other park. City Administrator Wes Crago said the city has looked at several options to cut costs and is facing either raising rates, selling the cemetery, or revisiting previous options. One previous proposal, to not allow displays at the cemetery, met with opposition from the public last year. Crago said the issue will probably return after the 2015 budget is finished. Grant County residents should have received their ballots for the general election. The auditor's office mailed the ballots last week to registered voters. The 18-day voting period started on October 15th and ends on November 4th. A U.S. representative, a state senator, a state representative, and several county offices will be decided in the election. The ballots can either be returned in the mail or dropped off at the Grant County Auditor's Office Elections Department on the 2nd floor of the Grant County Courthouse. In Northwest news, foster parents in Seattle are suing the Department of Social and Health Services. They say the social worker lied about a child's past behavior. Natasha Chen has the story.
Trish and Stephen have 7 children, but one is not in this picture. Their eldest, an adopted son, is shown on the left here. He's now court-ordered to live in a separate home Trish and Stephen pay for because he was convicted of fondling their other children. They said his social worker never mentioned previous incidents.
I told her, we can handle his behaviors as long as he is not in danger to my children.
But after he was adopted last year, they discovered their biological son was making strange gestures, saying that's what his brother would do to him.
I was like, all right, it's getting scared. And then he said, well, he does it to our other one too.
Trish said she got this letter from the DSHS internal watchdog in March saying the decision to place and maintain this youth in your home was unreasonable. The state cannot take him back now that he's been adopted, nor would Trish and Stephen try to give him up. Still, the parents are angry at their social worker and the state.
They lied to us, put our children in danger, and then told us we had to live with it.
Live with caring for children who are victims of abuse and caring for the one who abused them.
You love him?
In my own way, I guess you could say I do.
Just throwing him away is not something that, it's not an option. We're still trying to do everything we can.
In Seattle, Natasha Chen, Cairo 7 Eyewitness News.
And that's going to do it for us here at iFIBER 1 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.